right, we're just there. All right, my peeps, I don't know how many, 2 thumbs up already. I don't know how many people come back. I didn't want y'all to sit there, 5 y'all back to see the flywheel get done. So here you are. I'm glad you came back in time to see me take it off. How you doing, Ted? So, I wanted to come back on so you see that there are no magic tricks or anything else. Your face, hello, your face. Hey, Jessica, I'm going to encourage you to get a flywheel machine and start cutting flywheels in your local area. Watch the video before. It's an encouragement video. Try to get one of these machines. And anyway, money maker. I know you want to be a mechanic. Maybe we can convince you to be a machinist. I don't know. All right, I'm not going there. Dirty part of the shop, dirty job, flywheel. Let's go ahead and want to make sure we wait till the stone completely stops. You notice I have all my digits. I didn't leave, y'all. Well, I did leave for a little bit. Had to go get some WD-40. It's not a sponsor, but anyway. Water displacement 40. It took 40 times to come up with this. Did y'all know that? A little tip of the day. Hey, Robert. So, not going to sit there and do anything in here until that dude stops turning. No matter what you do, don't take a chance. I don't know if you could possibly get paid enough to lose a finger. All right, we're done. I know I touched it when it was spinning, and maybe that wasn't the smartest thing to do. All right, everybody. Hey, Wade. Hey, Calvin. All right, so here it is. The disc. It will rust up on you really quickly. I do tell my customers to use brake clean and get the WD off, but I'd rather do that than have problems. You know what I mean? So how did I do this? Y'all are wondering. For the ones y'all that weren't here earlier, this is a dual mass flywheel, which means it's a 2-piece flywheel. It has springs on the inside. If you don't know what the dual mass flywheel is, go look it up. It's the newest things. Everything's coming out with the dual mass flywheel now. The thing is, who's in Hawaii? I want to go. What previously? It went away. I'll read it later. My hands are dirty, but if somebody's from Hawaii, awesome. I'm coming to visit. Okay, so it's a throwaway flywheel essentially. This is a Corvette flywheel, late model. The customer couldn't wait 2 weeks or longer for a flywheel. All that were available were used ones. We got to use one. So why are you going to go buy on a used one off of eBay? You can do some upgrades or changes and go back to an early model style of flywheel. But I'll get into that. It's a different. Some of the customers that they do an upgrade and put a regular 1-piece flywheel in there, the customers can't drive the cars anymore because they don't know how to drive a standard. They're so used to this. There's springs in here, so even if you jerk the clutch, there's springs in here to make things easier because if you don't know how to use a clutch. Anyway, I'm not going to go there and be hard on people. But what I did do, hey Jessica, this is what I want you to get. eBay item. I'll even put a link to the eBay item. This is what you need. You're going to use this for degreeing. Anyway, I mounted it. You use this on you can put it in your pocket and use this daily. I don't know. I'll tell you what to use it for, but what wouldn't you use it for? So it's magnetic. It sits there. I put the flywheel down, put the indicator on it. What I actually did, because it's cool, and remember what I said the other day? It just floats around anywhere. Put it where you want it, lock it in. Done. Set it and forget it. All right, maybe not set it and forget it. Turn it on and have that flywheel go around, and there goes your dial indicator. So what I did is I dial indicated all the pads. Within 1,000 plus or minus on all of the pads. Took my indicator off. Oh, while I was dial indicator, why was I dial? Stop, rewind, bloop, backwards. Why was I dial indicating it? It's a floating two-piece flywheel. There's springs in here, and this piece actually floats. It sits there and moves around. That's why it's a throwaway flywheel. You can't cut it. What if? I tried it. I don't know. I know now it can be done. Will we do it again? The customer is going to give me feedback how it works on his end. He was willing to do it. I told him I had this idea of trying this, and he's like, let's do it. So we had an open understanding that there's no, we're experimenting. He's experimenting. He's doing the labor. I never experiment on anything that belongs to a customer. And I told him I had this idea of doing this, and he's like, let's do it. All right, check this out. I'm going to scratch. No, I'm not. I'm going to sit here and go in between the two discs and pull my shims out. Pull your shims out, people. Come on, people. Pull those shims out. Did you mic all of the shims too? You're damn right I did. I use shim stock, actually. You're awesome, people. Where's my shim stock? This is actually shim stock. So I have 10,000 shim stock and I got 20,000 shim stock. Here it is right here. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are awesome. Y'all asking questions. So this is a 10,000 shim stock. I also started out with a set of washers that all mic the same as my initial shim. I knew I needed 90,000 to start with. So, of course, yes. You wouldn't have to, though. If you got a dial indicator, you could use a wedge and just start, or feeler gauges. I actually have, don't get me going, man. Don't get me going. I had a bunch of feeler gauges that I was shimming everywhere, and that's when I realized, Danny, you got shim stock in the parts room. Sneak in there and get you some. Oh, Shop Mom knows I snuck in the parts room and took some shim stock. Thank you. All right, I just realized what happened there. Okay, all righty then. Let's get to it. We ain't got all day. So, voila. Wah with a la. All right. Shims, my spacer. Shims, my spacer, my buddy. Keep your hands away from the tools, people. Shims, my little spacer. This is also, I have a bunch of shims for starter shims. A shim is a shim is a shim. Isn't that a country song? I think it's a country song, but we won't go there. A shim is a shim is a shim. Shim shimaroo. No, that was Mary Poppins. Anyway. I think it was Mary Poppins. Shim shimaroo. Make sure you remove all your washers. Your customer's not going to want one of your shims inside of his flywheel. Okay, what did we do? We just took all the flywheel. Now check this out. Can you see that? It can also move. It's spring loaded and pads. So how could you cut that? How could you set it up and cut it when it's floating? It's floating this way. There's springs in there, you can hear them. And it actually, if I put a dial indicator on here, I can move this down and you just move it everywhere. So what I did is I came in here and measured in here first. I knew I was at 90,000. Mary Poppins. Yes, I was in a play in junior high. That gets me thinking. Oh, anyway, sorry. I get a little sidetracked. Stephen Banks. Remember Stephen Banks? Never mind. All right. So I knew I had 90,000 to start off with. I stuck shims in here at that. And then I used shim stock. And I put a dial indicator. And I just started to find my highest spot, and I raised my other ones up to the highest spot. Also, it took a dang hour, and that's probably why no one will ever do it. Lock it and shim it, exactly. Because when you lift here, it lowers there. So it took a little while. The best advice, start off with the exact same amount of shims and probably have about 2,000 press fit. That way you're just kind of snugging everything up to begin with. That was one of the things, okay, let me go get shim stock, not just go get a bunch of washers. All right, did that make sense or not make sense? Y'all are really kicking it. I'm going to probably find out, oh my God, I'm sure, I know for a fact that the GM says don't ever do this. I know for a fact everybody else says don't ever do this. If you do everything that someone tells you not to do you? Come on, people, do you? Yeah. See, some of y'all, never mind, never mind. Okay. We are done. We are done. This is a Corvette flywheel. I will let you know how it goes. Now I'm going to go ahead and mic this part of the flywheel right here. I mic'd it. It was 500 and something. I have it written down because I'm real bad with my numbers. There it is, 505. And I'm going to mic it again. And the amount that we took off this flywheel, I'm going to suggest to the customer that we go ahead and use a flywheel shim. And if we took off, let's say 10,000s off the flywheel, let's go ahead and put a flywheel shim back here, 10,000s. It's a hydraulic clutch. For the old guys are going, we never had to do that, I understand. Well, we had a mechanical clutch back then. There was adjustments. On hydraulic clutches, it's real critical that you don't go getting all crazy. There's not adjustment. It's just in and out. So sometimes on some vehicles they're very sensitive to it. And if you don't put a shim in the back when you put your clutch in, I have heard, actually seen that the clutch slave cylinder actually went out further than needed and it blew all of the fluid out of it, threw fluid all over the clutch. And then I've also heard that push it all the way in and it just doesn't act right because it's, I know 20,000 may not seem like a lot, but it is. All right, I got this one done. I'm gonna blow dry it. I'm gonna let Shop Mom know it's ready so that Seymour Garage can come and pick it up. What else? This is the dirtiest part of the shop, but it's okay. Are you worried about cutting, cooling, contaminating the disc? No, not at all, because I'm gonna go ahead and rinse it. It's just a water soluble. It's a water soluble water with a coolant added to it and a rust inhibitor. Like I said, I even sprayed WD-40 on it so it don't rust from getting from here to the counter. But from here, it's going to go behind me to the rinse booth, and we're going to rinse this off. I'll blow dry it, spray a little WD-40 on it. Our customers always know, because if it's someone that's never been here before, use brake clean and keeping this. There isn't any clutches on the inside of this one. It's springs. There's springs inside. But there you go. And I'm not installing it, so I'm not worried. I'm just joking. That's a terrible machinist way to think, and that was a joke. I couldn't joke like that. I used to know a guy like that. Why would I worry? I'm not putting it on. That's not me. All right, look at that. All right, I'm gonna wash up, get out of this back part of the hot part of the shop. There's the rinse booth back there. I've been dying to do cam degreeing. I keep on walking back over there just again because I want it to inspire me. There's all kinds of back stuff back there, a bunch of flatheads back there. You darn flathead there. Oh, what is? What? Oh. All right, so Abe's over here doing, this is a Ford we just did the machine work for this morning. I could have turned the camera on over there and just had him bore and hone, and y'all could have been watching him bore and honing all day instead of watching whatever you're doing all day long. But, so it's already bored. It's already honed. It's already spray washed. Look at the cylinders. See some beautiness there? Cam bearings, beautiness. We have a test cam. We test all our cams here before they leave. So when the customer starts assembling, we don't want to hear, oh, the cam don't fit it in it. No. We put a cam in it. And if you don't watch look at our test cams. You know, a little trick of the day, a little tip of the day. Cover all those lobes up, people. Come on, practice safe camming. Cover those lobes up. You know what I'm talking about. Come on. All right. Hopefully we'll get back to this and do some degreeing. I got, if you were here yesterday, we got all this set back up. It's good. We've checked the end play. We got the end play set at, you all remember? 8 to 12. What do we have? 10. We have 10. I remember now. Here's all our stuff on our table. Custom cam we had done just specifically for this thing. Bullet cams, they're my man. It's a T&D. We wear this all the time. You can see my face and the rings. I took it off because the camera, but we're working with face mask on. Alrighty then. Hope you all are feeling good. We'll be back later. Maybe if I get my hands washed and get around to this side of the shop, depending what Shop Mom tells me what I got to do next. If it's worth filming or turning the cam on, well, I'm getting all dirty. I will. And if not, then I won't. Unless y'all want me to. All right, speaking of cams, I just read somewhere that they have a concave cam. Any clues? A concave cam. Abe, concave cam? That's a good one for the live. Let's see.
Concave cam plug.
concave cam plugs.
Another cam.
No. Man, we may just one day just sit here and just answer shop questions. Abe, you want to sit in and answer shop questions one day?
Sure.
All right. Abe said he's up for it. So we maybe Friday we'll have a shop day. That could be fun, yes. Just strictly machine shop stuff. No Toyota talking. I'm just kidding. New Toyota. There's the one with GR4. We'll talk all Toyotas. We'll talk everything. I was just a joke because I saw Toyota there. And I was going to just see his Faye there somewhere because it would come up real quick. Well, what did you say? Anyway, any hoot. Maybe we'll do that Friday. Maybe we'll do that one day. Maybe a whole kinds of maybes, right? I want to get back to this. This is fun. And then Abe's working on that. And then we're working on that and that. And all right. I guess we'll work. I think we're gonna do that, Abe. We'll do a shop talk. Shop talk. So start that coming up with all your questions. What, only imports? Only American? I look at Abe. I said imports, and he said, "What the hell are you talking about?"
I won't be here for the import.
He ain't coming for the import day. He won't be here for the import day. How about LS day? You gonna be here for LS day?
I'll be here.
He'll be here for the LS day. All right. So we won't have Abe sitting in on the imports. We got a BMW we're doing back there. We got a couple BMWs in here just in the last 2 days. From a late model V8. Anyway, I said I was going, right? All right. See you. I'm gonna get back. I will try to get cleaned up and get to a point where if I find something interesting, I like BMWs. And that was a terrible joke I was going to say. But Abe was thinking it. See, I see the smile on his face. It's a Texas joke, and maybe it's not. Maybe you were part of the, I don't know if you were being funny or not. For now, bye for now. Yes, Wade, bye for now. I am really going. Okay, see y'all. I will just watch if y'all are following me, then you'll get a link saying that I'm on. I wish I could, and I'm gonna try again. I don't want to say this again because the last time I did tell Jessica to go get ready, and I was really pleased. And I saw the picture Shop Mom showed me. You got your degree wheel ready. You got everything ready. So I'm like, oh, and I got so busy I didn't come back. But I hadn't forgot about you. We haven't degree to cam yet. We're going to. Let me get going. All right. Thank y'all. Hurry up. I will try to hurry up and love the live stream. Thank you. That's what keeps me going because I don't know if I'm just bullshitting and y'all really just don't really care. I got to make it informative. And if it ain't funny, it ain't funny. But if it ain't funny, it's not real. There you go. It's the tip of the day. All right. We'll see you all in a little bit.